Hello everyone, my name is Will Evans. I serve as a wellness coach here at Purdue Recwell.
My name is Ryan Witt, and I'm also a wellness coach here at Purdue Recwell.
And in this video, we're going to be discussing the wellness topic of environmental wellness. This may not be something we discuss with clients all too often because they may already have their environment set up in a way that's conducive to their productivity. But with everything going on, what are kind of first forethought tips or ideas about structuring your environment in a way that is conducive to productivity and kind of well-being?
Yeah, so right off the bat, I think the first thing that you want to look at is identifying a spot wherever your space may be that is going to be designated for work. So that should not be on your couch. That should not be in your bed before you're going to sleep. Just finding a good spot that you can designate and your body and your mind can know this is when I sit down in this chair at this desk, I'm going to be doing my schoolwork. So finding that space so then you can keep productive throughout your time is something that would be the first tip I'd give.
Yeah. And going off that, I think some other tips on a very similar kind of fashion is keeping the same routine that you would in your dress and your kind of just morning routine as well. So maybe trying to get a full day's work load done in your pajamas maybe not be the best thing, right? Because it's easier to feel like, oh, I can just relax right now. I can just do whatever. Still get up, go through your normal routine, put on whatever clothes you would normally wear to class, start your day just as normal. But like you said, have that designated workspace where you know, hey, just like I'm going to class to study, maybe now it's just, hey, I'm going to go to the kitchen table and this is where I'm going to do my work at, right? What other tips and tricks should Boilermakers and viewers be aware of when trying to structure a new environment to be conducive to well-being?
Making sure that others around you understand your expectations for your work and maybe your study space. So if you do have to share a study space with someone, making sure that you're on the same page of when you might want to be working on stuff, when they might be working on stuff, or maybe you're going back to your parents or family and friends' house and they've never actually seen you in a study environment, and just letting them know, from 11 a.m. till, 2 o'clock, I'm going to be working on whatever assignment and I'm going to need this in order to be productive and effective.
Totally. But environmental wellness is key to lots of things and not just productivity, right? So a lot of research shows that how we structure our environment and the environment in which we live, and I'm not just talking like pollution or recycling type stuff. I'm talking like sound and noise and light. And so, if every time you need a piece of paper, you have to get up and walk to a new room and get that piece of paper in your house or in your apartment, just move the paper over, right? Usually you're used to this when you have a work desk because you have all your little utensils and stuff right there, right? Because when we come to work, we know we need, hey, a little basket of pens, we need a stapler, we need my computer right here, we need whatever. And you may not have all that in one convenient place at home. So you may need to dig through some drawers, find out all the resources you need and make them readily available so that you don't waste time every, 20 minutes getting up and trying to find something that you have no idea where it is. What advice would you offer to minimize distractions that may not usually be there when trying to be productive?
I think the whole idea of identifying that home base of having everything that you need in order to be productive and be successful in what you're doing in one space is important. But at the same time, if your desk is right next to the living room TV, that probably will not, be a conducive environment for you. So if you have a desk right now that's in a specific spot or a spot that you like to study, that might not be the actual spot that will be conducive now with the new changes. So making sure that for a long term, couple months, that this is going to be a good spot for you is important.
Yeah. And with that, we'll also hit on multitasking, right? I mentioned a little bit before, I'm really bad at trying to do work when the TV's playing, right? Some of us may say, well, I'm going to do this task while I watch TV, or I'm going to try to do, maybe since I'm at home, I'm going to do laundry while I do this too. Studies consistently show that multitasking decreases the attention that we have to give towards any one task, right? So you can imagine as we have a finite amount of attention, and if you try to multitask, you may be giving one task 50% of your attention and the other 50%. So you're technically getting them both done, but you're not getting them both done at the efficiency or productivity level that you would if you were just to devote your entire attention to one at a time. So minimizing distractions is going to be key, especially if you are working in a new environment that you usually don't study or work in, right? But what about when we do need a break? How can viewers best know how to utilize breaks and still be productive?
So I think having planned distractions is something that's important, if you want to call them study breaks, but not having those go from 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour to 2 hours.
Yep.
Just really having a set beginning time and end time, and finding something that fits that 30 minutes. So if you're trying to watch a TV show and it's an hour episode, a lot of people will feel like, oh, I can give myself those extra 30 minutes. So finding
Yeah.
something that fits that slot that you feel comfortable taking that time is important.
If you want to use exercise as one of your study breaks, you can check out the videos from our friends in fitness here at Recwell. They will be posting some at-home workouts you can give a shot at. If you want to know more about environmental wellness and how to structure your new environment in a way that's productive, you can check out some of the resources in the description below.